All right, Paraters, welcome to the live. We are right within the Center Street area where we will be having a conversation with a young man who is seriously sick. This young man is studying chemistry and biology at the University of Liberia. A very brilliant young man who is in dire need of a heart tube. This young man is going through a series of problems, and his brothers, his fellow colleagues, they have been reaching out to us in order to be able to help the situation. So we'll be having a conversation with him where he will share light as to what he's currently going through. So welcome. Welcome. Augustine, right?
Yes.
Augustine Paba. So we are right here with you today. So tell us about who you are and what you do.
My name is Augustine Papa Jr. That's firstly. Secondly, I want to say thank you for coming to my aid and give me the audience to reach out to as many as I can to share my story. Hopefully that they see reason to donate and help save my life. A few months ago, precisely April 13, I came down with a problem. I came down with a sickness. As we normally in Liberia, we feel that it's always typhoid and malaria. I went to the drug store and got some tablet, and then came back home at night. I started feeling the fever. So the next morning, I went to do my lab to sit the lab, and then they told me that it's not, you just have typhoid. So I'm like, okay, no problem. I will just buy my pills, and then I'll be done with it. So after the next morning again, I was on my way to school at the University of Liberia. So on my way to school to the University of Liberia, which I attend, I had a class at 9 o'clock. So when on my way going there, when I reached red light, I got in a ticket there with few other colleagues on my way going. Around FDA area there, I started feeling loss of breath. Like my breathing capacity, I felt that my lungs were clustering together. I couldn't breathe. So the other passengers that were in the ticket, I told them that can you please help me get this man Kevin back to town? But at first they was like hesitating, like I have class at this time, and then usually when you have class you are very very to be prompt. So we started going, and then my eyes started getting dim. So I told the people that I want to charter the route again and take me back in town, because the further I go, I'm not seeing myself getting better soon. So I came in town at time. I came in town who I met my uncle. Yes, I met my uncle, and then I explained the situation to him, and then he was like, all right, let us go to the hospital. But at that time I was still feeling abnormal, so I took some rest, and then the next morning I was okay. So I told myself that I can't go back to school because I have to know if this situation is actually normal or is not normal. On my second day, I was in my house, going with my regular routine and everything. I started feeling the same fever, but at this point, my heart started beating 3 times as normal. As in, it was not giving the normal beat, as in the single beat. So in most times in chemistry we call it the triplet beat. It started giving me 3. I'm like, this is not a normal sign of my heart. My heart can just sit down and I start getting this high tension. I'm not under stress. For no reason, my heart is giving me a triple beat. So following the incident, I started losing losing breath. I started losing breath. And this story is actually the full story I'm giving out. I started losing my breath. So my parents came in the night, and then I told them about the situation. We bought some cold tab, and then get some medicine, just as normal African will do. But while eating, sitting in the same chair, my brother is sitting in. I went to use the bathroom. When I went to use the bathroom, bro, I fell up in the bathroom. God has been so good to me. I mean, God has been so good to me.
What day was this?
I can't recall the day, but it was around the 20. It was around the 20.
Around the 2019?
Yeah, the 2019, around there, but I can't remember the exact day. So when I went, I just went to use the bathroom, and then my eyes locked, breath off. And then my mom is usually the one that takes care of me, so she's like, Augustine. She's not here anything. Augustine. When she went in, I'm telling you, my bathroom, I was standing with my face on the ground. I couldn't breathe, lack of breath, nothing. I was numb. My mom put me on the ground, started wasting water on me. I mean, for like 7 minutes, bro, according to what she said, about 7 minutes, my vision off, breath off. So that night, they took me immediately to a hospital in Prestige. When I went to Prestige diagnosed me, and then they told me that I had ulcer. And then, so they prescribed some drugs, some omeprazole, and then, I mean, due to the intensity of the condition I was in, we started buying drugs because I couldn't sleep at that time. The sickness started getting intense. My breath laying down would be there. I'm losing breath. So the only situation for me would be staying up. At night, 3 o'clock, I can't lay down because the moment I lay down, I don't breathe. My breath will be there. So my family be sleeping. I'll be sitting in the chair there, and then reading books, sitting down reading books. And then the situation was getting worse and worse. So my auntie, which is a doctor, Sarah Okoli, said that since this is the case, let's go to another place to find what is actually going on. When I went to Herbert, which is on 20th Street, they did some checkup on me again, did my kidney, did my liver, and then they still told me that I have ulcer. I'm like, yes, I'm treating the ulcer. I have the ulcer medicine, I have everything, right? But the way I'm feeling, I'm not feeling like I have ulcer. So the next morning, they took me to GFK. There's this cardiologist there named Dr. Awa, and another one named Dr. Kekula. So I went there. I couldn't meet Dr. Kekula, but when I met I couldn't meet Dr. Awa, but I met Dr. Kekula. So when I reached to Dr. Kekula, he said, a friend of mine told me that you want to see me. I said, yeah, she's my mom. Or this story, she works at GFK. So he asked me to explain. When I explained the situation to him, immediately he told me to enter the visual room. I don't know why or what is that, but he told me to enter the visual room. When I went into the visual room, I lied down. I think I had some pictures of that. I lied down, and then he was doing my heart beating. At first, the heart cell was pumping out blood, and it was giving faster beat. So I couldn't talk fast. My talking was slow. So when I'm explaining to him, I will take longer time because I have to be careful with my breath now. So when I was on it, and then
was it the same 2019? You went to the Herbert Hospital.
It was in me.
2019? Was it the same 2019?
No, I mean when I said 2019, I mean the day. It was not the year.
Okay.
The day around the 19 and the 20.
Oh, around the 19 and the 20.
Not the 2019, right?
Okay.
So yes. So when we did the X-ray, he saw that my heart tip was not holding. It was not holding. So as a result of that, my breath was getting shorter. Was getting shorter. So each time I exercise, each time I walk longer distance, I lose breath. So he advised me that since the case, and we just getting into the situation right now, you have to be very, very careful before this thing get worse. So I came back. I'm like, how is it even possible? How is it even possible? And then he told me that this sickness is something that I was born with. I'm like, how I was born with this, and I don't really know that I was born with this. And then he further explained, saying that the condition you have is rare, right? So in normal instances or cases of such, these signs and symptoms should have been in your 40s, 50s, 60s. So it is very abnormal for your case that it is now in your 20s. So it means that your body undergo rapid change, that you have to see the zooming. And when the FDA talk about zooming, I'll be like, why mean zooming? Like the full heart condition. That was when I met Dr. Awa. So they scheduled me for the zooming, and then he gave us some bills to be paid. At that point, I was still having sleepless night. I couldn't sleep. I was still sitting all night. Couldn't sleep because the moment I try laying down, my breath is off. So I met Dr. Awa. I got a few pictures of that. He did the zooming, and even did some ultrasound on me. And then when he did the zooming, he was like, you are okay, and but you are lucky too. You are lucky because this condition is actually is getting worse day by day. As the day passes, it's getting worse. So he further explained, saying that my heart tube is not holding. So the vein is pumping in blood, but it's not accepting the blood. Instead of giving out the blood to my body, it's holding in the blood and then making my right heart larger. So right now, if I take out my shirt, my chest is not even. This side is bigger. This side is much smaller. So it's pumping more blood into my left vertical, which is making it my right vertical, which is making it bigger for a large heart. And as a result of this large heart, if we don't have plans to fix my tube, then it will lead to heart failure. And when it leads to heart failure, then automatically my body will shut down. I was like, wow. Looking at my parent condition and everything, I'm like, so what is the next move? He said, we cannot do this. Yeah, we have to get you out of the country ASAP. Because as I'm saying this, you may have 6 months so that this situation don't get as bad as it gets. Because the more time you delay, the more time you waste, the more the condition expands. I was like, okay, no problem. I came home. The next morning, I woke up, my feet all swelling. My legs got bigger than I could even wear shoes. I had these big slippers in my house. Like,
are they still swollen?
They are still swollen. They are still swollen.
You want to show them before the camera?
Yeah, they are still swollen.
Okay.
But they are much smaller than it usually was.
So you can see that his feet, they are still swollen. So you can see that. The other one too?
Yeah.
You want to show that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can see that. Yeah.
And then
so the stomach is also.
The reason the feet is swollen is the pause or the water from the heart, because my heart is not pumping in blood as normal, so it pump both water and blood out. So the water that is coming out now
That's
enter
why
my
it's
stomach.
living in the
It's
stomach
living in the stomach
and
then-
going down
and
to.
going down. So it when it gets down when my stomach is much bigger.
Okay.
Like my stomach right now is not bigger because the water is at my back. Yes, the water is at my back. My back is bigger. Let me try and see that.
Wow. Take your time, man.
Yeah. So my back is swelling.
Wow.
Yes, my back is swelling because of the water. So the water now enters the legs because there's no capacity at my back to hold the water.
Wow.
Yeah, to hold the water. So that's why I don't move around a lot because the more I move, and the more the water go around my body, and it's not good. It's not good for my health according to the doctor. So after he said all these things, I asked him, so that's the case. And of course, I came home next morning, saw my feet swelling. My stomach is very, very big. I couldn't eat. If I'm eating a biscuit and drinking water, that's it. I cannot take no more food. The moment I take another food, that means my stomach won't taste.
So, was there like an initial treatment administered by JFK?
No,
Not at all.
not at all.
So you did not like spend couple of days at JFK?
I did not. The moment I did my test, I came back home. And then when I came back home, the next morning I saw this. So there was this recommendation I came to my parents, and there was a cardiologist in Nimba, Kanta, that works at the United Methodist Hospital. Right away the next day, my mom took me there to him. His name is Dr. Will Collins. When I went to the cardiologist, the first thing he told me that I can run some tests on you, but I cannot allow you to leave. Because the moment you leave, I mean, my feet I can walk on my feet now. But if you're going to see my feet the first time, you're going to know that walking was going to be a problem for me. My feet was very, very much bigger than this. And then he told me, I cannot allow you to go with this. Because the moment you go with this, and then you spend 2 or 3 days, it means your whole body is swelling up. Now the pulse is about to enter your hands, your fingers, and then you will be all swollen up. So he placed me on bed, started giving me some pills. Some of them I recall, some of them I don't know. But most of them was hydrocor and Lasin. And he started giving me both injection and drip. I was on drip, I was on injection, I was on pills, all three. Until a certain period of time, I got better a bit. When I say better, I mean my legs reduce, my stomach reduce. And then I came back to Montreal, and then I asked Dr. Kula how much for me to go and do my surgery. That was when he broke the news to me that we have reached out to
The doctor now,
the
JFK.
doctor at JFK. He has reached out to a couple of hospitals in JFK in India, and he tried finding the most cheaper one. And this one he's sure of them because they have had countless of situations in common that they have sent patients from Liberia to them, and then they are very good. Their success rate is 90. It's 89, sorry. It's 85 to 90% accurate. And then they charge 16,000 United States dollars.
16,000 USD
16,000 United States dollars.
to do the surgery.
To do
What
the
is the
surgery.
name of this hospital in India?
Apollo.
Apollo Hospital.
Apollo
Which one of the provinces is it in?
This is it's in the capital,
Or Delhi? Is it Delhi?
New Delhi.
Oh, New Delhi. Okay.
Yes, so I was there 16,000. And I was like, okay, no problem, 16,000. So how is it like? So I have to look for my own plane ticket. Yes, you have it over. So when we did the calculation and everything, the total money that we needed to go do this surgery and come back in Liberia with our plane ticket and accommodation and everything, somewhere to 20,000. I'm like, God, I need help. because my parents' current situation, as I was going through this, I like to share this. As I was going through this, my older brother, I call him brother, but he's actually my uncle.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually ill. His name is David Wade. He was actually ill, seriously ill. He came down with serious cold, TB. And then, looking at the money my parents were spending on my oldest brother, and then spending the same money on me. I mean, within a period of April to May, my parents spent close to 1,000, because in the family where you got two people with serious sickness, and then the spending was so much, and then they were worried, and then they didn't have any money to say, oh yes, we're trying to raise 20,000 in my family. To be honest with you, I've never seen 16,000 in my life. Honestly, I've never seen 16,000 in my life. All my life, I've never even say I have 10,000 US in my life. So why me tell you that, oh, I have 16,000? No. So the next option, or the only option that we saw as a family, was to come out and ask for help. That was the only option, and that is the only option, because first option we had was trusting God for deliverance, and we are still trusting God for healing. But facing the fact God worked two ways. He was with healing, and He gave men the direction to be your help to you. So as far as we came, this is how bad it is now. And then after that, just when my 3 months, because the doctor told me I have 6 months.
You have 6 months.
6 months. 6 months. So after I will commit, while we were still looking for the sickness, my months were still good. So April, May, June, and now we are in July. Automatically, I'm talking about my 4th month now. So yeah, I had to go back. It was Tuesday. I had to go back to Lima again to do my reduction in my legs and my stomach, because the pulse keep coming out. The feet keep swelling up. And then at night the breathing is complicated. So I don't talk much. I don't sleep much. I mean, in a day when family friends come speak to me, I mean, it's much like they, but at night that's when you see the real virus.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's when I go to my health. And I mean, I will appeal, and I will ask, and I will beg. At this point, it's not about how far, how this, how that. It's about that I personally need help. I need help from donors. I need help from humanitarians. I need help from politicians. I need help from individuals with distinct personalities. I need help from everyone, everywhere, that I can get my children up, because honestly, my parents don't have the money.
So how can people be able to donate to you? You know, if someone wants to donate or probably be able to help, how can they get in touch?
We set up a local and international phone, as in we have SendWave numbers and mobile money numbers.
Can you text that information to us? Yeah.
And which I can call. Although
yeah. You have to call it, and then we'll
it.
also pin it in the comments.
Yes.
So let you just text only the SendWave and a mobile money information to us.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and then we also, a friend in the state, in Minnesota, set up a GoFundMe for me. A GoFundMe for me that I can get. That my friends are actually sharing. To be honest with you, with God is my hope. I trust God that He bring things to reality and heal me. But with God and the help of my friends, this is hard and moving. I mean, most of them will come in with their little. They've been actually helping me, my school and everything. But 16,000 is 16,000. When we say 16,000, we mean 16,000.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a lot of money for.
So do you know the numbers? You know the numbers?
Yeah, the numbers are 0772 880 471 for those that use Orange. And that Orange number is also registered for Assembly. And then 0776 5397 11, that is the Lone Star cell number, and it's also used for Assembly. We have our GoFundMe platform out.
Did you like send that information to us?
Yeah, text it.
Okay, but then let me see if we can get it out. Let's film it. Okay.
It's only a flyer. The numbers are on the flyer.
And the numbers are also on the flyers. There are a couple of flyers that are out there that people.
Okay, yeah, just. All right. So, okay. We about to pin the numbers on the live. We're about to pin the numbers. Okay. So is there anything else you would like to say, Augustine?
There are few things I would like to see, and this is something that I want to be very, very clear on, that as Liberians, as a country, this is my situation now, and it is saddening to see me as an individual going through this, and then but what's sad in my heart more is that a lot of us, or a lot of Liberians have been going through situations of different kinds, right? And then most of our problems are always referred abroad. And then I see that as poor and no investment in the future. I see this as zero hope for the future, because if we as Liberians always taking this kind of money, or we trying to get this kind of money for sicknesses that as a country we should be able to handle. I mean, the generation of my time, they are very, very smart. I can boast of them. If I don't know or 80%, but I can boast of my civilization, especially those that I have within my local vineyard. I can boast of them that they are willing to go the extra mile to learn and to serve this country with the rightful platform given them. And then a friend of mine is actually doing a GoFundMe. His name is Michelle. He's doing his GoFundMe to do his master. He's not in the position currently to school himself abroad. Now, that's the future. If we can invest in these people, these young men, and then send them out of the country, come back, bring those people that we are always referring them to India, America, those cardiologists, those heart surgeons, those. I mean, we can build a hospital that will be something bigger than Liberia. We don't have to go out always for cancer patient and this that. I mean, it's actually sad that my country is seeing the future of one side when the youth of this nation is seeing the country on another side. So I pray and hope that we invest more into our future, which is the younger one that want to explore, that want to learn, that want to achieve, that want to do more. I mean, before my sickness, I'm a pending graduate now. There are a lot of people who graduated, a lot of people graduated from my school, and I know them. They are not working. They are not even going to school. They don't have no job, and I'm talking about people with dreams. So if this man is sitting down to his house or where he is, dormant, the brain is not active. 2 or 3 years from now, this man is trying to find another thing to change his pathway. But with multiple investment in these people, these young men, these young women, we can do more and even bring Liberia to a pace and a peak that we expect it to be. I mean, so that's just my view.
Okay. All right. So there's Augustine Pavai. He's currently in urgent need of a heart tube. So his tube is affected. He got a large heart, and his leg, his legs, both of them, they are swollen. His stomach also swollen, and within the back, you can also see he also showed us excessive pain within the back. His back is affected, and he has like 6 months, according to doctor, urgently for him to get treatment. He has already gone like 4 months with this.
Yeah,
4 months. So he's in urgent need in order to be able to fly to India to be able to get treatment. So, but whatever means that you can be able to help Augustine get treatment abroad. The numbers are pinned for you to donate, to also be able to get in touch with his family. Augustine just highlighted what he went through. It started way back around the 1920, and then he has been from one hospital to another hospital. He thought it was malaria, typhoid, but then it wasn't. It turned out to be a very rare sickness according to doctors. And what's the biological name for the sickness?
ASD.
ASD.
Heart ASD.
Yes, it's heart ASD, and he needs tubes. So, but whatever means that you can actually be able to help Augustine, you can actually help to share the life. You can actually be able to invite others to be able to join the life. You can also donate to, whether you are an institution or you are an individual, you can also be able to help Augustine by actually sharing this life, inviting other friends. Help a young man to be able to get treatment. He just have about 2 months remaining, and he needs to get this done very, very urgently. So thank you for watching, and Augustine will say his goodbye.
So thanks to everyone that will see this video, and thanks to my friends, because of a big respect to them. Thanks to the University of Liberia, a big respect to them. Thanks to church communities, and most importantly, thanks to my family for the backup, the prayers, and everything. I mean, see reason to help a young man.
All right, so so that's it, Pirates. Thank you for watching, and we hope that you help in this young man's situation. Have a good day. Bye bye.